Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Becca Marino, and I am a soul mentor here to guide you back to the magic within your soul. So, today I am going to talk about the topic of the power of gratitude and awareness. Now, over the past few weeks, I have really put to test what it is I speak about, what it is I share, that our feelings are only and always telling us one thing: the state of our consciousness, what thinking is running through our heads. Now, a couple of weeks ago, my state of consciousness was very, very low, and I was feeling it. I was really feeling it, and it was hard and it was painful, and it felt really serious and really, really real. And the temptation to look to the outside world, the temptation to put it on something. I'm feeling like this because that person said this, so I feel like that. That temptation was so big and so strong. But thanks to my awareness of what was actually going on, the truth behind my experiences, the truth behind my pain and suffering, thanks to that awareness, I was able to gently bring myself back to that truth, gently bring myself back to the present moment, and gently remind myself that everything I was feeling in that moment was normal, that it's just because I'm human and it's just because that's how life is working. I am feeling the thinking I'm having. And the thinking I was having was not very helpful, was not very nice, and was coming from a very low state of consciousness. So, that awareness, there's such power in knowing that. And I know people have asked me before, well, why does it help knowing that we are feeling or thinking? Why does it help knowing that it's all thought? That's why it helps. Because when you're in those moments of turmoil and pain and suffering, and you can truly, truly feel it and remember, I'm feeling uncomfortable. What does that mean? I'm feeling my thinking. My thinking can't be trusted. And those little steps, it's like you've seen the bigger picture. It's like you've just removed yourself from the situation. You've sort of taken a step back, like a zoom out on a camera, and you're able to see it for what it is. It's like if you look really, really closely at something and it looks like one thing, but then when you step back, it's like, oh wow, it's actually a tree. I thought it was a sweetie, you know, something random like that. Like, it looks like something different to what it is until you take that step back and see the bigger picture. It's like if you only saw a tiny bit of a tree, it might as well, it could look like a gummy bear or something if you've only just seen a tiny bit of leaf. But once you've separated it out, it's like, oh, okay, that's what it really is. So when we do that, when we look really, really closely at our thinking and our feelings, we believe that it's because of what somebody else said or done or the circumstance that's going on. When we take a step back, we realize that there's something happening behind the scenes, which is that thought that creates your reality. So that's awareness. And if you would like me to expand on that awareness, please let me know in the comments, and I'll make a video, a much longer video, dedicated to just awareness and why that is so vital and so important on your spiritual journey to understanding how this psychological system works, how this spiritual system is playing out for you and never ever against you. Which then brings me very nicely to gratitude. During my weeks of turmoil and pain and suffering and emotion, I found it in me to feel very, very grateful. I had so much compassion for the people around me who have cried in the past, and I didn't understand like why they were crying. And I was like, come on, you're okay, it's all right, you're just feeling your thinking. And while I was feeling that pain and those suffering and those tears, a sense of gratitude came over me because it I realized I was going through all of that so I could feel that compassion towards other people when they're in that space. So if you are going through a difficult time right now, it isn't just, it's your thinking, get over it. That's not what I'm saying. That's never what I'm saying. If you can feel it, but before the words, beyond the words, oh my days, it's just thought. Cool, you've got it. Go with it. Follow it and follow that good feeling. But if you can just say the words, yeah, I know it's my thinking, but you're not necessarily feeling it. The but means you don't know that it's your thinking, and you're believing that the pain and the suffering is due to something else, it's because of something else. And if that's the case, that's absolutely fine, because as a human being, we're here to have a human experience. We're here to believe the illusion of thought. We're here to fall for it. So if you're living in a space where you're falling for the illusion of your thinking and you're believing it's because somebody said something, or because of the weather, or because of some situation, or because of the place you're in, or because you don't have a job, or because you don't have a car, that's absolutely fine. Just play with the idea that it's possible that none of those things are making you feel a certain way. And so for me, in those moments, I just felt this immense sense of gratitude that I was feeling this pain and suffering, because it allowed me the space to grow again. It allowed me to see what I'm teaching. It allowed me to see that I am experiencing my thoughts in the moment. My reality is made up by my thinking in any given moment. So my reality changes. If I'm in a high level of consciousness, my reality is great and wonderful and beautiful, and I see the magic in life, and I see the cuteness in the children I look after, and I see beauty and magic everywhere. And when my levels of consciousness are very, very low, I see misery and I see pain and I see annoyance and I see suffering. And that's where I see so much gratitude of that awareness, that I know what is happening behind the scenes. So I can still get lost, but I don't get as lost as I used to. So for that, I am so grateful. And so today, I just really wanted to talk about the power of that awareness and that gratitude. So for this weekend, if you can, if you're interested in playing it with me, playing this game with me, of really noticing every time you believe your feelings are because your child said something, or your parent said something, or your friend down the road said something, or because of the weather, or because of the circumstance you're in. Play with the idea that maybe your feelings aren't coming from those things. Play with that and look towards all the things you can be grateful for. Because when we look for one thing that we're grateful for, there is another and another and another. And it's not just mindlessly being grateful. It's truly feeling it like, oh my days, I'm actually really grateful for the sun. It's so nice. I'm actually really grateful for my work, for my job, for the money I like, really feeling it, like getting into the feeling of gratitude. And then the awareness isn't judging. It isn't like, oh, well, I'm an idiot and I got caught in my thinking again. And I thought it was because that person's being annoying, and actually that person really is annoying. It's not. It's just awareness. Oh, I said my child was annoying today, but are they really? And if you do believe that they are annoying in that moment, that's okay too. But it's that awareness is a really big step that often gets overlooked. So yeah, have some fun with that, and I will see you again next week for my next YouTube video. So all the best and see you soon. Bye.